with the Arabic kids?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of
Honestly,
friends.
no.
I do
know a
over
lot,
here.
yeah.
I have a couple Arabic friends over here. Actually, not Arabic friends, they're Arabs. Like they're Muslims. I don't know whether you know him. His last name is Bukhari. So you go.
You grew up over there?
Yeah, I grew up in the Middle East, and I just migrated here from scratch.
You know so much about Muslim people. It's like culture. Hello there, Joanne. How are you?
Just fine.
Would you like me to write your name in Arabic calligraphy?
Yes, I
All
will.
right, I will do that.
I think that calligraphy is gorgeous. It's right to left. Okay, now that's
Six. Larry, how are you
you gotta
today?
have Larry.
Larry is happy today. You're happy today.
I'm always happy.
That's good. We need happy
When she
people. in our
gets
lives.
mad, I can even stay happier.
And that makes her more mad, right? Like I'm not happy. I'm upset. You're happy. Start talking about it. So this is Larry.
I got him.
Sorry.
Name was mentioned Muhammad.
Not Adam.
No, Adam was the very first name. So his name is Muhammad, and actually his name is Muhammad.
I do not know. Oh, okay.
She came out 1.5 hours after after. Oh, you wanted to be in the picture too?
Maybe call us a month.
Sound like it, Yusuf. You want some? No?
Thank you, sir.
Your name again?
Philip, sir.
Yeah, Muslims consider Christians and Jews and Muslims as people of the book. They're all, we all follow monotheistic.
At the Islamic Center in Naperville, we have a desire to let the people across the state, across the city, know more about the Quran so that they can convey the true message to others, to their families and friends, in the truest sense. We believe in one God and one prophet and one book. The book is the Quran, which mentions almost everything that people would need to know how to conduct their lives. And we believe that there is a heaven and there is a hell, and whoever does the good deeds and believes God, they will end up, hopefully, with the mercy of God, they will end up in the heavens. The Quran, for those who come from other faiths, the Quran mentions the most number of times the Quran mentions Moses. And then Jesus and Muhammad, peace be upon them all, is mentioned only 5 times in the Quran. There's a chapter 19 of the Quran is named Mary. You can go through the chapter and you will find that Jesus was born out of mother and he was given miracles by God to cure the lepers, to bring the blind back to their sight, and to bring dead people alive. It was miracles by the grace of God, by the command of God. We believe that he was not the Son of God, but he was one of the most revered prophets of all time, including Abraham, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, the last one being Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. The Quran mentions very much about Jesus and Moses in long passages. We encourage you to please read the Quran. Chapter 19 is called Mary or Maryam, and this is mentioned about Jesus and Mary. And there are other chapters called Al-Imran, which is the family of Imran. It also mentions the birth of Jesus, and there are other places also. Hopefully, we can make people understand a little better, get the better understanding of Islam. It is not what is being portrayed by some people around the world as an extremist religion. It is the most humble religion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was the most generous and the most kind of all the people in the world at that time and throughout the world. And he received messages that were divine, and he conveyed them to the people exactly as they were revealed to him, and which composes the Quran as it is today. The first page to the last page, and the miracle of the Quran is the ground. The first one is that millions of people today have memorized the Quran from the first to the last page, exactly as it was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. And there is no other book in the face of the earth that has this privilege. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. He picked up the fact that, and part of the challenge Good morning, I'm Mr. Letty. Why are you here today?
I'm here today. I'm a deacon from St. Thomas the Apostle Roman Catholic Church, and we have had a long history of involvement and friendship with the Muslim community. And so this is just an opportunity for us to continue that relationship and to hopefully inspire all people to recognize that we're all children of Abraham and, of course, children of God, and that there is really nothing that separates us. We are all one, and to foster a deeper understanding of the beautiful faith that is Islam, along with the beautiful faith that is Christianity, so that we might have a better understanding and be in solidarity with one another through what has become a difficult time in our history. Okay.
okay?
Yeah, it's okay. What about the president?
Yeah.
Time, no problem.
We're in the
Before I
middle of
leave.
things. Okay.
Before I leave. Because
when are you leaving?
no, I will leave at 2-3 hours.
Okay. मैं यहीं पे हूँ मुझे कभी
I want to focus on what you do here.
Okay.
But
then,
mostly
there's
I'm
so much
trying to
background
focus.
noise, right?
Doesn't matter about background noise. It's gonna be better.
Okay.
Because and I will
अच्छा उर्दू में बोलना है कि अंग्रेजी में बोलना है?
इंग्लिश में बोलें क्योंकि मैंने जो अभी पिछली वीडियो बनाई थी ना MCC की उसको 5000 लोगों ने देखा और वो जो वीडियो देखी गई है ना Mr. Krishna, how are you here?
I'm doing well, and I'm glad to be here at this wonderful event. It's a great outreach event what ICN has organized. Really admire them for coming out and being a part of outreach initiative. I'm the chairman of Indian Community Outreach, which is a program that was built with the premise of to really get out and get to other people. We as an immigrant community, we have to go out and mix with other people and go out and work with them. And that's what this is all about.
Which means you're trying to make a bridge in our community, so it will like if something happens, you easily stick together.
Definitely, we all have to be together. I mean, that's what America is about.
Today, as a community, we are doing what a lot of communities across the country have been doing, and that's reaching out to our community to be able to explain to them, engage with them, and also just give them an invitation about Islam and Muslims as a general. And this is a great opportunity that we are reaching out to them. They are reaching out to us to educate, to get to know each other, and hopefully clear any misconceptions that they may have. It's efforts like this that will make us bridge the differences in our societies and realize that it's really the similarities that unite us rather than letting the differences divide us. So alhamdulillah, we have a good showing, and we appreciate all the community coming out. And inshallah, this is one step, and an important step, to be able to build a stronger community, multi-faiths, multi-religions, multi-ethnicities, and multi-opinions. So we can all so we all can come together and inshallah make the world a safer place than it is today.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Arshad Aruz. Today we are here at ICN Open Masjid Day, Open Mosque Day. Today we are trying to meet our friends, our neighbors, mostly non-Muslims, and we are trying to give them an opportunity to learn about Islam, and we wanted to give them the right message. What is Islam? How we do things? What we believe in? How we practice Islam? And we are trying to give them a right message about Islam. In a sense, we wanted to make sure that they don't have any negative information through the media. We wanted to eliminate those negative messages by explaining our belief, how do we do things, and what are the things we believe in. And we wanted to have an interfaith dialogues with them and make sure that they know each other so that we can build a strong community. By building a strong community is building a strong country. So we wanted to be friend with everyone, be nice to everyone. So that the main focus of this event is to make sure we have a good relationship with other people in the country. Thank you.
John, why are you here today? When you saw something new about Islam?
Well, I found this group on Meetup. I'm very curious about what community has to say. This is my opportunity to be here. This is my first opportunity to be in a group of people who are of the Muslim faith, and this is my opportunity to experience that and to have some conversations that will be of meaning to me as I try to better understand the situation. I think the professor at Wheaton College who said we all have the same God, and unfortunately that didn't seem to work for her so well as far as that college was concerned, of one God. And of course that applies to whether you're Hindu or whatever. So, this is just an opportunity for me to explore and talk to people and try to get a better understanding of how the other view is, not just my basic fundamentalist Judeo-Christian background. Interestingly, for whatever it's worth, I read a book on St. Francis of Assisi, curious about it when I saw it in the library because of the Pope and his Assisi, and so reading that, then followed that up with the life of Muhammad. So I read those two in juxtaposition of each other, and it was very interesting. I never quite understand the belief that everything is some magic, because certainly in the book of Assisi, he even supposedly wore the crucifixion marks of Jesus, which is difficult for me, because to me Jesus was a symbol, and I know when I went back to school and finished at the local college in southern Indiana, Vincent's University, they recruit a lot of Middle Eastern people. Some of my best friends were Muslim, and one of the guys was doing his math, and we're sitting there, and he's at his desk, and he's telling me, well, Muhammad, the angel, basically dictated the Quran to Muhammad. Well, since reading the book and some understanding, I'm beginning to understand how that evolved. But yeah, it's curious for me. I don't understand, as in the Christian faith, you have the moderates, and then you have let's call them extremists. Okay, and to me, the extremists in the Christian group, there's no difference from the extremists that we know of, unfortunately, right now with what's going on. I don't see a lot of difference. It's all one way, and it's not all one way. We are all one. When we can better understand that, I hope as we move forward. Sometimes I remember when I studied about the Middle Ages, and I thought, oh, we're so far past the Middle Ages. And sometimes, unfortunately, I feel like, hey, we're not that far past the Middle Ages. We're still just at 101. And unfortunately, right now, with the way we have to destroy ourselves, it was bad enough in the ancient days when people could really do a number on each other. But today, as one scientist was saying, the height of the bomb today is out of the question. It's just out of the technology. If we want to take out the planet, that's going to, that was, with Hiroshima. By the way, my sister's son, my nephew David, is living in Japan, and I just met with him a couple of nights ago, and it was so interesting because he's absorbing the whole culture of Japan, and of course for him the whole thing with Hiroshima, these people have moved on with their lives since then, but obviously that was a complete turning point for them in their lives. And his wife, Tina, they're there because she's a teacher. So she learned the language, she speaks the language, she writes the language, and Dave has now learned it. So he's in this, actually there's 3 little villages, and they're basically, they've taken the name of one village, but he is absorbing the culture. But Tina being a teacher, I was curious, how is it that they have summer vacation? How is it that they have Christmas vacation? Well, they've absorbed our culture, and that happened after Hiroshima when they're just rebuilding the whole country, and their school system is, I never realized that, they have Christmas vacation. They have Christmas, the only thing is they have cake on Christmas, and they can't understand. To them, that's very much what this cake. And so this whole thing of our cultures, but I don't know what's going on in Trump rallies. If I start to wonder a little bit, I have a tendency to do that. But I'm reaching out, I'm trying to learn. Thank you.
Peace and blessings be upon all of you. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علام خلق الإنسان علمه البيان والقلم
والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله
has created man and has taught him articulate speech. The sun and the moon follow a reckoning, and the stars and the trees all prostrate themselves. And he has raised up the heaven and has set a balance, that you may not transgress in the balance. But weigh things equitably and skimp not in the balance. And he has set up the earth for all beings. Therein are fruit and palm trees with their dates and sheaves, and a variety of corn with both husk and grain. Which of the bounties of your Lord will you twain, you men and jinn then deny?
What we see is that Islam is portrayed as a religion which is anger and vengeance, but the mercy is what God wants from each and every one of us, to be merciful towards each other. And he described the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, as a mercy for the worlds. So if a Muslim is not being merciful towards others, he is not following the prophetic teachings, nor is he following the characteristic that God likes to see in his creation. If you are, somebody may be wondering, why was he reciting it like that? The question that some of the people are asking is that we've heard that children as young as 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, they start to memorize it. But some of them, they don't know the meaning. True. But why is that? We hope that when it's easier, anybody who's trying to memorize something in their teens, their 20s, and a little longer, they memorize it. So we try to teach them when they're young, and we give them cliff notes of what it means, but as they grow older, then this is a verb, this is a noun, this is what it means, and how to apply it to your own personal daily life and goodness of understanding towards others. So again, thank you very much for coming. We hope that you are benefiting from the exhibits. Please, this is something I'd like to emphasize. I've seen this with the Imam's table, and one person actually told me, she said that, I was like, go ahead and ask your question freely. And she's about phrasing it the right way. Look, these are the opportunities we've been looking for. Be open. No one here is going to get offended. Be open, any question that you want to ask. Right? We want people to come and to talk and try to learn about Islam. And the fact that you're here is an indication that you're not trying to be disrespectful, you're just trying to learn. And that you want to learn more about Islam and that you want to work together. Again, thank you very much. Ask Brother Shoaib, our president, to come up here and say a few words. Thank you.
Thank all of you. It's indeed a great honor to have all of you here today, taking time off for your weekend to be here. Thank you from the bottom of our heart for coming here. Honored to have a special guest amongst us. The Mayor of Naperville, Mayor Steve Chirico, has taken the time to come here. They're going to come and say a couple words to the audience. Thank you.
Well, for daylight savings time, it's good afternoon. It's good morning. Thank you for having me this morning. We'll see you this afternoon. And how fitting that we have this open house at this time, all that's going on. Watching TV the other night, it was really disheartening to see the divide of our nation, our communities. And so to have an open house and to bring people together, barriers, those walls of fear and misunderstanding and mistrust is a very good idea, and we're very appreciative. We're neighbors. Our community is very diverse, and our diversity is our strength, and I we'll believe that. But there's also an element of, as I said, fear and mistrust. And so the best way to overcome that is sharing ideas and having the freedom and to express our faith and our religions and just all of our personal feelings to one another. So I'm grateful that we have all this together today, and I hope that this is a positive step. I believe it will be a positive step towards mutual respect and understanding and love, and just getting along in the community. And that's what we need.
I'm going to say you would like to move. My wife is not here. Can I have one of these picture for a group?
We're here today because we're community neighbors. We live within minutes of the mosque, and we just don't know much about our Muslim neighbors. And I started to become involved with Moms Building Bridges, an organization here in Naperville. We're trying to bring moms together of different faiths and ethnic backgrounds and socioeconomic backgrounds, so that we can talk about issues that concern our families and our communities. So I was so happy that there was an open mosque today, so that we could come and meet Muslim families and introduce our children to Muslim children and find out more about the faith in our community.
Yeah, we believe that diversity is a great strength for our society. So that's the main reason I wanted to come here.
Okay, thank you.
Which is a really long time. For somebody who never fasted, this is a very long time. So at my work, my boss, he knew that I fast during that month. So the first time he found out, and I was fasting, so after every half an hour, he just stopped by me and said, "You okay? You need something? You okay?" I said, "I'm fine. I have nothing wrong. I'm used to fighting. I started fasting when I was 10 years old. So now it's not a big deal for me. But for him, it's not. But I'm saying he was very considerate. He was thinking that something was going to happen. I said, "No, for me it's a normal day." I said, "Don't worry about it."
What else about fasting, what's amazing is that when it's the month of fasting, we're like, okay, yeah, tomorrow is Ramadan, we just start fast, right? We just start doing it. But there's also a great blessing. The Prophet Muhammad, who was the last messenger of God who accepted the book of Quran, right? He would fast every Monday and Thursday. Because it's just a good practice to basically restrain yourself from things that are allowed so that you're easily able to stay. So even for us, it's recommended to fast Monday and Thursday. I find it the hardest to fast any day outside Ramadan. It's all up here. Whatever, it's simple. It's just, everything is controlled through here. And during Ramadan, it's like, what's the big deal? Yeah, I'm not eating, drinking, no big deal. Outside of it, it's like, oh no, I can't do tomorrow. I got this, I got that.
Are there Muslims in Alaska?
Yeah.
That must be hard in the summer. When Ramadan's in June and it's like
that's a very good question. Because I'm always in Alaska. The question is, they're Muslim in Alaska, how do they fast? Because the day, 6 months, 6 nights, no, it's not possible 6 months to fast. So to answer the question, so those countries, like certain northern European countries, they have like 21 or 23 hours a day. That's not realistic. That's not very different. So they are supposed to align with religious study, which has like a regular schedule. They have to align their fasting time with that. They cannot do that 6 months. But very good question.
Like if it's Norway, maybe
Germany or England or Japan or something. Yeah, that's how they
How old what age do children, when do they have to start being required? Like for us, for Lent, our children don't have to follow that until they're a certain age.
Oh, yeah, very good. So requirement is actually adult, only adults, okay? Children are not required, okay? Anything which is for fasting, you have to do it. However, it's a cultural thing because it's not only fasting. The Ramadan is a very cultural, the month of festivities also. It's a big thing. Like you see every morning, every evening, people they make special meals. So kids sometimes they love to join that part of festivity. So I started fasting, not like a 30 days of fasting, but my parents allowed me 1 or 2 days during the month of Ramadan. So as just a practice, you can start at a younger age, but you're not required until you become an adult. An adult is not 18, is a legal age here, but I'm saying puberty. After puberty, you can start.
Because our middle school students practice.
Yes. I have 3 kids, and they go to school in a fast, and sometimes they go to gym, and also they do normal things. Sometimes kids they do that. I am used to it. And I was giving an example to a high school student.
I mean, we like actually fast and office environment, which is not that tough. You sit in the desk, you work with the computer. There are certain people like basketball players, people like John. He was the NBA basketball player. He used to play for the Rockets. He was fasting while he was playing an NBA game. Never doing million of dollars. This is dangerous. I mean, he should not have done it, but he was very strong. Very strong. That's no water. No water. I'm saying, yeah, not like it's different than a little bit the length, and you're not any drink or eat. So that's tough.
I think the other important thing to keep in mind about Ramadan is that it's really, people kind of get hung up on not eating, but actually it's the month of the Quran. It's the month that the Quran was revealed in. During the day you're not fasting, meaning you're restraining yourself from things that are permitted, so that it becomes easier to stay away from things the rest of the year. So it's a training camp, once a year camp. But at nighttime, we come to the mosque every day and we pray after sunset, right? So we'll break our fast at home, or even every month, every day there's a fast breaking, food here and stuff. So you do it as a community. But then we come here and then we pray for usually hour and a half, 2 hours, right? So we're standing in prayer. Then we'll go home, and then usually the fast begins at, you have to stop eating like at 4 a.m. or something like that. Because it's not sunrise, it's actually dawn. So it's a very rigorous month, but it's basically connecting back to the Quran, looking into the Quran, thinking about your life, contemplating, taking account of what your deeds are, and improving yourself. So it's not just fasting. Fasting kind of just reminds you something's different this month. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm fasting. So it's not only just food, but it's also not saying something that's going to hurt somebody. Just a constant reminder of just being a better person.
Those times, like in the summer, they farther apart than in the winter.
You can come here.
They always, since there's more sun, does it, in the summer, do they get farther apart?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think now, the good thing is now we're living in a technology age. So I think all of the people who, Muslims, you'll see that they have like an app. Okay, so it just changes according to the time. So it tells you 5 times. I can set alarms and remind me that this is the time. So now but you're right, in some
5 exuberance longer.
Absolutely. And in winter time, the Isha time sometime around 5-ish.
So that's not sunset. This is sunset.
No, this is sunset. This is a time after this is around 5. Yes.
10 or something, right?
Yes.
11.
Okay, Friday is our holiest day for us, okay? In some cases it's Tuesday, Saturday, and occasionally Sunday. So for Friday is the holiest day. Friday we have a special prayer, only on Friday, Holy Friday prayer, okay? And if you drive here Ogden during Friday time, you'll see a lot of people crossing the street because of big congregation on Friday. People make extra effort to come to Friday prayer for Friday, which is different than this prayer. Okay, so this prayer actually on Friday replaced by this prayer. On Friday we have this prayer. And this what it means is Jamaat means is congregation. Okay? And Khutbah is just a sermon. So we just name the sermon. Yeah, Khutbah is the sermon. Ikama is the prayer start. The prayer starts this time. So the only difference in this Friday prayer is you have a sermon before the prayer. For other prayers not required, for Friday it is required. Okay, so this Khutbah is a sermon which precedes the actual prayer, and that's why we have Friday prayer.
Well, in our troubled times, I think it's wonderful that the Islamic faith has
so if anybody interested,
reached
you can
out
pick
to
up this,
all the rest of us
how we
here
pray.
in America, and sharing some of their deep beliefs as well as their love for America, love for each other in our country, and the rule is what we all need to do more of. We need to love each other and help take care of each other.
What's interesting is that
refugees in our country and all this political rivalry. I think this is just a perfect time that we reach out and start seeing unity among everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Need to learn about all the ways that we are the same. I happen to be a preschool teacher. I appreciated your educational facilities. I appreciated seeing that good character is emphasized at a very young age with the children. I loved the sense of prayer that your community has, similar to my sense of prayer, where at the end of your set prayer, you can ask for strength for you and for your family and what those particular needs might be. And I also love the portion where you are also serving the community, helping those that are ill, those who are in need of certain things. That's really what we're all here for, is to be here to help one another. So I thank you for hosting this wonderful day and give us an opportunity to learn about Islam. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been nice to be able to see a lot of people that I don't see every day, and I was able to learn a little bit about Prophet Muhammad, and then that's something for me that's very new because I am a Christian and so are my kids, and so we don't know a lot about Prophet Muhammad. We haven't read the Bible, but now I look forward to reading the Quran. And I think the best thing about today, and we're able to learn about other cultures that we don't normally get a chance to learn about. So I think this was very beneficial, and I think that this should be done in more places.
Thank you.
Yeah, I always felt bad for people in Ramadan in the summer, like in Alaska when it was light for 23 hours or however long, and I asked how they could possibly fast for so long. I didn't realize, but he told me that they don't really have to fast that long, that they sort of align themselves with location that has more normal sunlight hours, so that was interesting. I felt better for them after that. I guess another thing I learned I didn't realize was I knew you had to face east or face Mecca when you pray, and he said it was northeast of here, and I didn't realize it because I thought it was southeast of here. Okay? Good?
Yes. That's how we address our husbands. Yeah, this one. I'll see you. They're all over the place?
They're all over the place, yeah.
How old are they?
Here today to learn about a religion that is not my own.
My name is Laura. I'm from Lincoln Park, Illinois, and I came to this open house on the invitation of one of my good friends, Uzma Siddiqui. This has been a wonderful, warm, welcoming reception. It's fun. I got my hand henna, great food, and nice displays. It's nice to see the Naperville community here at large, to people who want to learn and appreciate different cultures and religious faiths.
Thank you.
the tour.
Yes. The part of the things is like there are 5 times prayers we do. So this prayer has different things to perform, or different surahs will be recited from the Quran. So basically the leader in front who's standing in front, so he would be reading a part of the Quran. As the backwards, we hear that, and then we do separate actions, like whatever the actions we do based upon what the leader says. When the leader bows and when the leader goes like this, we do that. So it's like we follow the leader's action, whatever the leader does or the imam does. So mostly like this is the place where we do like we.
So
and then,
the first
like,
one
not
is
like
before
like everyone
sunrise,
is like
or actually at dawn. Okay. Second one is right in the middle of the afternoon. Is between afternoon and evening.
The prayer would be
then
10
Maghrib
minutes
is at sunset time.
Okay,
so and then the nighttime one is about an hour and a half after this. After the
and there are different like
yes,
morning
that's
prayer
5 times.
consists of
And
call it
actually,
as rakat. So consists of
hard times. So there's multiple pages
and then
there.
we come up,
So we'll flip it depending on
and then we come up based upon the age action.
And
So it consists of 2 rakats.
So why 5
and the
times?
afternoon prayer. And again,
it used to be actually, not used to be, but when
and after the sunset, we do
Moses, when he went
and
up
the Isha
to
time,
get
which
the
is
message
the
from
night
God,
prayer at 8:30.
it was a much larger number. There's many narrations.
So it would
of
be a
what
very
it
good
was.
opportunity for
and
us
then he went
to
negotiated. He was coming down, and another
we have a prayer at 1:30 now.
That's
So,
too much.
yeah.
They can't handle it. But I think I don't know. Maybe it's a question that we can ask God when we meet Him. We don't know why, right? But one of the reasons that we can come up with a worship 5 times throughout the day, it's going to keep you in the right direction. You're not going to say, well, let me go pray and then I'm going to go rob somebody, or I'm going to go yell at someone or scream at someone, or insult them, or get into a fight or whatever. If you keep coming back to God 5 times, then you're definitely going to stay on the right track. In fact, the other recommendation is that you should always be elevating things like, there's only one God, so that's, things like that. Your tongue should be wet after the worship. That's one of the hadith or the sayings of the Prophet from all of the worship and just saying the things like so. That's the concept, right? You're always basically worshiping. I was on the corner of her mind, and I was telling that, as Muslims, what we're doing is anything that we're doing, if our intention is that we're worshiping, it's for the sake of God, then it becomes a worship. So, as a father of my man, my responsibility is to work. So if I get up in the morning and I say, you know what, I'm going to go to work, I'm going to do it sincerely, I'm going to do it best of my ability, and I'm going to do it for my family, it becomes a worship. So worship for us isn't just coming to the mosque or going to Hajj, but it could be anything. So that's
night prayer.
And how often do you
followed
fast?
by there is some more prayers in the morning, which is like hardly
1
40
month per year, and that's the month of Ramadan. So we do have 12 months as well, lunar, we follow lunar calendar. And it's 30 days from dawn to dusk. Every day, no water, no food. But like I was telling some of the other folks earlier, that Ramadan is not only not fasting or not fasting, but it's the month of the Quran. That's the month that the Quran is revealed. So during the day, we're fasting, so that we're constantly reminded that something is different this month. And then at night, we're reciting the Quran, coming back to God in the sense that it's a month, it's like a month, a year in the camp, where you come back and you say, okay, I may have strayed away with certain things. I want to come back, I want to renew my vows, I want to kind of focus again and keep going. So it's not eating, not drinking, staying away from things that are allowed normally, so that it stay away from things that are not allowed.
One other maybe I would say there are many multiple benefits that we believe in. When you're not eating or drinking during the 10 hours during the day, then you at least understand the pain of people who don't have food. You develop an empathy, and that only happens when you're really hungry. I mean, I could never eat, thank God, live in a country where there's so much food. Unless I feel hungry, I don't feel the fake pain. Another thing is, as my friend said, that self-control. Self-control is a very important message. The things that are normally allowed to you, you develop. It's actually it's in front of you, and nobody is watching you, but you have that in your mind. That my God is watching me. I'm not going to touch it till the time I'm allowed to.
You're controlling your desires.
Desires.
Not desires.
Yeah.
They're asking everybody to come.
Allah
Are called to prayer by saying, Allah, our God, is the greatest. And we say that 4 times, and then we testify and we bear witness that there's no one worthy of worship except for Allah, our God. And then we say, and we also testify that Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, is the messenger of Allah. Then, when he turns, he says, hurry to prayer 2 times. Hurry to prayer, hurry to prayer. So, and then he turns to his left and he says, hurry or come to success, come to success. So we equate the two, that prayer equals success and success equals prayer. There is an intrinsic relationship between the two. Then he says, God is the greatest, God is the greatest, and there's no one worthy of worship except for God. Okay, so now everyone who hears this, they know to prepare for the prayer. So what we can do is, inshallah, is God willing, as I mentioned before, the brothers on this side, the men can go from this to being there, that will be there, that will take you to the main prayer center, which you can observe our prayer. And the sisters will be going out this way, and they'll go to the sister side. And again, because of space, we would like to keep you all in one room, but because of space, it's more convenient if everybody goes to their designated areas. And usually we start the prayer at 1:30. Usually we're very punctual about that, but we'll give it a few minutes so everybody can attend. Thank you very much.
Can I leave them right there? You can use it wherever you want. Just remember where they are.
Find a place, get maybe the younger people, if you need a chair, so you find something you can sit on, that'd be great. Once they start prayer, and the imam at the front, he will actually do the prayer, he'll conclude it, as I said, it'll take a few minutes. It's done more silently, but they'll say some words when we change positions. This is how the prayer is done throughout the world for the last You guys okay? Is everyone okay right now? Anybody who wants a chair, there are some chairs here. A few more chairs.
لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Satim rahmatullah, make sure your lines are straight, don't leave any gaps in between. Goes first. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman hamida. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So a reminder that this time has gone ahead of an hour, so inshallah Dhuhr will remain until the time changes again at 1:30. Right? We pay at our 1 o'clock or 1:30. So for the rest of the year, inshallah, until the time changes again, it'll be at 1:30. Also, will be at 5:30, inshallah, starting today. And inshallah will be at 8:30, inshallah. So,
Giving it a little bit of care. Oh, no, don't pull those down. Remember, we have all these right here. Look, you see all these? Now, do you want one on your wrist? Would I? Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Did you do it? Good job, man.
You liked the design? The design was pretty? Something different than that? You're making me think a hard one or heart? Hard. I don't know a hard one. I only know easy ones. Yes, what's your name? Yes, I. Okay, say your name. No, just say it. Pronounce it. Siri. S-I-A-S. S-I-R.
Just after sunset, we start doing this until 10 p.m. Thank you everyone for welcoming us today. It was a great event. The food was great. Seeing the calligraphy was awesome. Seeing Bina here was really nice. And you have lots of literature and information out, and we appreciate your inviting us to your beautiful home. Thank you.
My name is Kathy, and I'm here because I saw an ad for an open house in the paper, and I came last fall, and I was so impressed. I bought my husband Bill this time, and even though he's just arrived, it's just like a wonderful turnout. I've already met a wonderful sister over there named Yasmin, who helped me try on messages, which is very comfortable. And I have these see many more wonderful things and many more open houses.
Thank you.
I know the weather's not been the greatest, but I think we're supposed to meet early. It's just been a really busy, hectic day. But I really appreciate you guys taking time out and coming out. Just a few things I just like to talk to you about. I don't want to go into so many details about the pillars and make this all complicated, but how many pillars? 5, 6? I just want to talk about 3 things, right? Keep it simple. Number 1 is, again, this is transliteration. Tawheed is a core. If somebody asks me, define Islam in 1 word, okay? Then I would say it's the, you could say uniqueness of God. So it's like the ultimate oneness of God. I don't know if I spelled unique right, but it's spelled right. So what does this mean? This means that we believe that God, and only God, is the ultimate provider, the sustainer, the one that gives life, the one that causes death, the one that can benefit, the one who has control over everything. Everything in our life needs to revolve around this principle. The prophets, do we believe in prophets? Yes, we believe in prophets. Do we believe in righteous people? Yes, we believe in righteous people. But do we believe that they're divine? No, we believe that they used to call people towards God. Okay? So there's a creator. What is everybody else? Prophet. No, I'm not a prophet. You're not a prophet. I know what you mean. Everyone else is a created. In Islam, created, right? There's a